You guys have been close a lot, but what's it take to get over the top?
Well, we can't continue to miss shots, but I've told you that before. We can't continue to miss two-footers. We can't. We've got to be able to finish it around the rim. Seemingly, other people do. We don't. And we can't keep missing free throws. We can't keep turning the ball over. We took a little bit better care of the ball today than normal, but when you're going to be close in every game, you can't afford those kind of mistakes. We didn't guard very well. I mean, we for us, we guarded better, but not good enough.
Guarding George, how difficult was that? Did you throw a lot of different people at him? What did you try to do to him?
He's really good. He's really good. He's really good. And the other two guys this is their third year there. Played in the Final Four, won the national championship. Played with a lot more confidence than what we did. You know, you think about it. Eric didn't play very well. Didn't play very long. He gets in foul trouble. Trey fouls out. You know, you can point to a lot of things, and quite frankly, some of it is stuff that Trey got pushed in the back. But it's such a hard game to officiate. It is a extremely hard game to officiate, and you know, our job is to go stop their penetration to the rim, not to just turn and let them push us under the rim. And that's our job, and we haven't done that well. Hence, we don't rebound the ball well. You know, we don't have superior athleticism or superior size. So you have to do things fundamentally the right way. And you can't blame what you don't do on other people. And you let us, if we rebound the ball, and Trey's our best rebounder. You know, if we rebound the ball, if we take care of the ball, if we go to the line and make free throws, we make open shots. We scored around the basket. The only time we scored it around the basket is when we were wide open. When we ran the version of the flex stuff.
You were talking about mistakes. Tuasant was in here earlier. Basically, kind of said the same thing. Little mistakes, I think, is kind of what he was saying. Your starting five, you're looking at 3 fifth-year guys and 2 seniors. So, I mean, is that the frustrating, surprising aspect of it? Is that these are older guys making these little mistakes? And 4 of them haven't, always been here. But
Trey played a very little at Texas before he left. This is his first really playing this many minutes, and Joe played behind people at Iowa. Kitty's been hurt. Kitty's done a miraculous job of getting back from where he was. They've got 2 guards that are very, very, very good, and they've played in a national championship game. They've had great careers. Thamba played in a national championship game. When we want to sit there and say, well, they were transfer guys come from other places, and they were like they're seniors, or they're grad students, or they're whatever. Reality of it is they didn't play all that much there. And it's a different culture.
For all the talk about the little mistakes and this, that, and the other thing, you can't just have Keedy shooting 1 for 7 every night and Stevenson hitting 3 baskets and however many it was, 9 tonight. And I mean, that's in the end you got to make baskets. Is that fair to say?
Well, it's fair to say, I think, if you take into account that Keedy had a very severe concussion, and so he didn't pick up a ball, he didn't go shoot. I mean, and so when you're out the way he was, and really what you're doing is just trying to get back, not worrying about working on your game of basketball. You're just trying to get back. And I mean, he did everything he was asked to do and more. And he wanted to get back. But I mean, you have a concussion like he had, you're laid up a while. And Trey got his bell rung pretty good the last home game, which continues to bring me to say, what is a legal screen and what isn't a legal screen? And it's officiated very inconsistently because it's officiated by different people. I mean, it's even officiated inconsistently among the 3 guys there because they all have their own point of view, and they all were taught to call it this way or that way. There's no everybody coming together and saying this is what we're going to do. You can't do it. It's not feasible to do.
Can we get some comment on the Perez denial?
Extremely unfortunate. I don't know the whys and the wherefores. I know this. You're talking about a kid who was a very good student in high school, who gave nobody problems or issues, who was recommended by his high school coach. He is very, very well thought of in New York. Rick Pitino recommended him as a player and as a person. The truth of the matter, Bob, is, and I'd probably get in trouble for saying it, they don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, they don't do what they're supposed to do, so they get sued. That's a fact, because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. And they thought they were high and mighty. And then when it got to the congressional level, they find out they were not that high and mighty. And then they try to scramble. And you try to, why do we have NIL? We have NIL, so they took the basket and put it in colleges, universities' hands. They're out. It's I'm against anything that hurts young people. I'm against anything that takes away a chance for a young person to succeed in life. And I mean, this guy's a good student. He's not a bad student. He's a good student. He's a good kid. He's a good guy. You know, and we're not talking about bringing in Moses Malone. We're talking about bringing in a kid he was a small college player. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know why very educated adults would come to that decision.
Bob, you don't know the whys and the wherefores. Aren't you do those?
Pardon?
Aren't you do the whys and the wherefores? Like, do you get any sort of justification or explanation for that?
No. Come on, Mike.
I know I won't, but I figured you know more about it than me.
Mike, I've been on virtually every committee there is, and I don't understand. I know for a fact that there are university presidents, university athletic directors that don't understand what they're doing or agree with it, but what are you going to do? You can't. They are the boss. It's like, you know, you go to work and they tell you to do this, then you need to do it or you're in trouble.
Do you hope he stays around for next year? Have you even had that conversation with him yet?
No, but I mean, I think it'd be in his best interest. I think it would certainly be in his best interest, but I don't know. I mean, I know he knows that the people of this university have done everything humanly possible to help him. And he knows that, and he has great appreciation for that. Now, where you go from there, well, I don't know. I mean, you put yourself in those shoes, would you be upset? Of course. And, you know, when you totally take away the game that you love on top of all that, I don't know, man. You know, in this world, you're going to have, or at least try to have, I don't know how many people say, hey, man, they didn't take care of you. You come over, we'll take care of you. We'll make sure. We'll, you know, it's life. It's the way things work in today's world. I just don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of that part of it.
Last year, Big 12 obviously the Big 12's been probably the top-ranked conference for a number of years now. Struggles to find wins in the league last year. So far, a struggle. Is there similarities, differences? Is this a totally different situation this year than from last year?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know our record coming out of the preseason was pretty much the same as it was the year before. I mean, let's tell the truth. If we just, all we got to do is throw the ball in bounds, and we win at Iowa State, we then go in and win a game in a conference tournament, and we're, if we had that Iowa State game, which we deserved to win, should have won, we're in the NCAA tournament. Now, are we a very high seed? No, we're probably one of the last seeds, but we're in. We're in, they get an opportunity. And, you know, who knows? I mean, it's like we go in and, what was it, a couple of years ago, we go in and we beat a really good Moorhead team with two pros. Or not, Murray, was it Murray? Murray, Moorhead, whichever it was. And then we lose a really close game to Syracuse, and then Syracuse goes on, and they were one of the last, if not the last team in. We just got to go on a run here, and it's not going to be easy, but you know, I think Eric has shown spurts where Eric could really put us over the top. He didn't today. He did the Oklahoma State game before everything happened. I mean, he made 4 really hard jump shots. We just have to become much more consistent.
Do you think guys realized, and even the guys who went through it, last year, a couple of years, how tough the conference actually was going to be this year?
No, Justin, because it's a total different entity than what any of us are used to. And we used to bring in freshmen and groom freshmen, and then your juniors and seniors, and then your seniors would leave, and your juniors become your guys, and then your freshmen move up, and there was some sense of loyalty. There was some sense of togetherness. The way it is, we were fortunate. We got really good guys out of the portal. Were they All-Americans? No, but they were really good people. And that's what I wanted. I wanted, not that I didn't want really good players, I did, but I wanted good people. I wanted good people that would continue what we've built here. You look at our guys have done extremely well. And our guys that played here because of people like you guys, because of the fans, because of West Virginia in general, they all come back. There's not one guy who played for me here who has not been back. Not one. Some come back and stay to summer. I built them their own locker room, so they had a locker room to come in, change, they could play, work out, lift, go get treated, and they want to come back. That's important to me. Now, do I want to win? There's nobody wants to win more than I do. Nobody. But I'm not going to cheat to do it. I'm going to try to follow the rules, do the best we can with the rules, and make sure that, we have good people.
Your post play tonight, I guess, was James okay in the second half? And then just what did you see from him?
We needed to score, James. James is our defensive guy. We really needed to score. We could have scored if we just thrown the ball to Jimmy. We didn't throw the ball to Jimmy.
Right.
We just didn't throw him the ball for whatever reason, and during a timeout we talked about that. We talked about, hey, look, we've scored 2 or 3 times coming off of that flex. They're going to chase that guy. Jimmy's guy's going to have to open up to help. So instead of being here denying Jimmy, he has to open up and help. And then Jimmy steps and seals, and then you throw Jimmy the ball, and he's got that guy on his back. We just never threw him the ball.